Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about the importance of small groups and particularly the importance of your role as either a facilitator or a host or both and why that matters. When you think about Sunday attendance and you think about the difference between that and a small group environment, you really have to see the importance of gathering together in community. So on Sunday, when we have corporate worship, that doesn't always happen. Community doesn't always happen just by the nature of Sunday morning and the purpose of Sunday morning with worship and teaching and different areas of service. And it tends to be a very busy day, an important day, but a very busy day. And then you have the outlook that some people have on Sundays, and why they're there. Some people don't even have the idea in their head that the purpose is also to connect. So worship and teaching and learning and serving are all very, very good, but connection doesn't always happen. Though we want to be intentional about that, it still doesn't always happen. And so if we have people in our church and all they do is come on a Sunday, they're missing out potentially on a very, very important part of being a part of the church, and that is connection. So we're going to be talking a lot this year about worship, connect, and serve. Those are the three big things that we really want to see in our church and we want to see thrive. And so, like I said, on Sunday mornings, you've got that worship component that is there. But that can be, like I said, very busy, and that can be very disconnected for some people, oddly. Even though they're coming together to do it, they still feel like maybe they're not connected. And that connect part is that second part that we really want to focus on and what I'm just here to talk to you today about. And then the last one is serve. And again, that's what you all are doing. You're serving in the capacity of leading or hosting or whatever other roles that you might be a part of. But today I want to encourage you in what you're doing and the importance of what you're doing as a small group host or facilitator. Because there are some things that are going to happen in a more unique way and in a deeper way at your home or in your group than will happen really in any other setting. There's accountability that's going to happen there that is not necessarily going to happen from the pulpit, because we can generalize easier sitting in a pew on a Sunday morning than we can if we're sitting in a group and we're talking about these things and we're getting to know people and be connected with people. There's a sense of belonging, like I mentioned, that's just not going to happen for some people on a Sunday like it is for others. And then there's overall, you have a sense of, this building here is a church, right? You have, these walls here in my office, and this is, a church. But when you think about the care that's going to happen in your group is way different than what is going to happen just in the four walls of this building. And within the four walls of where your group meets is going to be much different, interestingly, than the four walls that will be here, because some people in your group are just going to be more comfortable doing that in a small group setting. They're going to be more comfortable with the accountability. They're going to be more comfortable with the care that can be provided. We don't always, as staff or as other congregants on a Sunday morning, we don't always know what's going on in people's lives. And that really does break my heart. As somebody that loves the people of this church, it can be very difficult to sit and think that there's some people that aren't being cared for because we just don't know what's going on in their lives. But small groups are where that kind of care can happen. Or if the accountability of somebody, maybe they're not doing well in their lives. We may not know that stuff either. If they are pulling away, who's going to be able to contact them first and say, hey, stay in the game with us, so to speak, right? Don't give up, don't quit, keep going. We know life's hard right now, but we're in this with you. Those are all wonderful components of what can happen in a small group, and you are a very, very important part of that. So I just wanted to encourage you today to remember that and never ever forget what God is going to do through the context of your group. So what that means is keep going for you, keep up the good work, and find people, to be in your groups, and be thinking forward to the importance of small groups in our church is also going to happen when our life groups are multiplying. So this year, as you're doing your life group and as you're thinking about the people in your life group and what they're capable of, what they're not capable of, whatever the case might be, think about growing your life group through invitation, and then also challenging somebody maybe in your group to start paying attention to how a group is led, right? Allowing somebody in your group to maybe take a lesson or maybe take a teaching time or take a praying time and think and pray and ask God to show you that, so that our groups can grow and the community of Jesus can grow and deepen. So again, thank you for what you're doing. Keep up the great work. And let's just pray about what God is going to do through the ministry of small groups here at Quayball Church.